Today is the 16th and I am just publishing the vlog for the last 3 days because I am off track date-wise. I'm gonna have some dinner of leftovers and then take a walk. Vicky, what are you doing? The dining table is a disaster, but I have leftovers for dinner from my lunch out today, which is very easy and convenient. So today's dinner is leftover taquitos with guacamole and refried beans. I doctored it up with some vegan cheese and salsa. But this is from my lunch because I went out to lunch with my boss today and I waste not, want not. So this made it easier for me to be able to edit the vlog and get to take my evening walk. So leftovers from lunch it is. It was also pretty hearty at lunch, so I think this will be, you know, enough to get me through the evening, and I'll probably have a snack before bed and that'll tide me over. I also suspect that my neighbors are leaf blowing even though it's raining outside, so I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure, but I have my windows open and I'm hoping they're not going to be up to no good. They were in fact leaf blowing, so I closed the windows just in case, because usually leaf blowing means barbecue and I don't want the smell of their smoke getting into the house. So updates. Today is Monday and I just uploaded the vlog that I recorded for the weekend. I did a 3-day vlog because I just did, like I said, did not have I didn't have much to share for part of the weekend, and also I just kind of like needed a break. Although I am going to persist and I do want to get through the full 25 days. I am looking forward to vacation, so I could technically start my break tomorrow, or I could start my break on the same day that I had planned, which is Wednesday. I could technically work from home tomorrow because I normally work from home on Wednesdays, and that's going to be the start of my vacation, so I won't be working at all. So I am debating staying home tomorrow and just getting started on life stuff, just starting a few of the last minute like housekeeping things and dealing with things at home. I am enjoying window shopping. I am enjoying it much more than the book I was reading before, so that's good. I'm about a quarter of the way through. I guess this is a novella. It's very short, so I am having fun with that. And I am just kind of feeling like, I think I'm having introvert exhaustion. I think that's what this is, because I feel like I extroverted a little too hard last week, and then today I went out for lunch with a coworker and my boss, and now I just feel kind of like I just want to rest. I don't want to do much of anything. I just want to be home. I want to be cozy, and I want to just have some me time to decompress, which is why I'm leaning towards staying home tomorrow and working from home. TBD, we'll see where I am tomorrow when I record. I am waiting for now just to see when we go out for our evening walk. It is a bit wet outside, so I am wearing a hoodie just to have some protection and keep the very fine drizzle off my hair. Here's a boy who's come to join us. Hello. Hello. So I am just enjoying a little bit of relaxing time for now, and it's just been a very normal, ordinary day today. I'm gonna have an ordinary evening, nothing special, but sometimes you just want a normal, quiet, cozy day instead of a high activity day. And look at him. This is exactly what I needed for now. Yes, it is. He is such a sweet boy. He makes me very happy, even though he also sometimes drives me crazy. But he is a special boy. And Nieve is a special girl as well, so Sometimes you just want to be home with your kitty cats. But we also need to move our bodies a little bit, so walking is crucial. Because I do not have the energy or strength right now to do any lifting. Yeah, I'm still in recovery from the migraine I had this weekend. I maybe am also a little bit struggling with my period, but that is still trying to figure out if that is tied to the MTHFR treatment, if that's really gonna change it, or if that's still just like anemia that is just subtly rearing its ugly head every month. But I don't quite have an answer for that yet, and got to take a few more months of the supplement routine to see how that affects me overall. But for now, I just feel really run down, combination of doing too much, being around too many people, and having just zero energy. So that is why I just want to rest already. Yes, indeed. Well, it's not good morning anymore, it's good afternoon, and it is the 17th, and today I am working from home because even though I had initially just kind of wanted to work from home, I definitely had to work from home today because I got an epic migraine in the middle of the night and did not get much sleep. So that one I'm pretty sure is a combination of the weather being very variable, like it's been raining on and off, and hormonally things are probably shifting, so there you go. Perfect combination for a migraine on top of like all the activity that I think had overwhelmed me over the last few days. So it brought it back, and I decided to stay home, just had a department meeting, and now I am making my lunch, which is definitely one of those like clean out the fridge type lunches. I had a little bit of lettuce. It was slightly wilted, so we're trying to revive it a bit, and little bits and pieces, cucumber, tomato that was left over from a dish I made last week. I got some almond bits. I'm just gonna make myself a little salad with some Mediterranean kebab from Trader Joe's because that was in the freezer and it felt like an easy thing to make. Just add some quick protein to my day. I don't feel great, like in general. Like it's one of those migraines that's making me a little bit nauseous, but I also feel like if I can get something a little bit more solid in me, maybe that would actually help. Maybe, in theory. So that's what I'm working on now while I figure this out. And then I have some more afternoon work. I've got a couple of hours of online chat that I have to run today, and it was just like we were doing future planning for our department and stuff like that for the coming term. Got to send some notes out post meeting, and it's just like that's the grind. It's my last day before vacation, and I'm trying to just get things as neat and orderly so that I don't have to worry about it. Everybody knows what's going to happen come the start of the term, and we'll all just be able to float along without a problem, as well as can be expected, because there's always things that happen, but at least our major plans are planned and we can just keep doing what we do. I am wearing my migraine glasses, which is what these are. They make the lights just a little bit more tolerable. And I look silly, but they do help. I do recommend it if you have light sensitivity. There's red ones, there's also green ones. I also have like the green ones, and I don't know, I feel like the green is maybe a little bit more effective, but I don't know, like more of them are available in red than green, so your mileage may vary, green or red. Either one may lower the certain colors and affect your overall light sensitivity. So if you have migraines or light sensitivity, look them up on Amazon or even just anywhere online. Either green migraine glasses or just migraine glasses in general. You do not have to pay for the super expensive ones. These work just fine. Yeah, that's what's happening for lunch. Meal prep bits, some almonds to add crunch, the salad, fixins that are unwilting, and the meat that is cooking. These two are no help. Can't even make the bed because the minute I get out of it, they just want to crawl right in lately. It works. It's not bad. Tea, protein, salad, we have a meal. I saw him from the corner of my eye very carefully going onto her pillow to share her space. And even though he is very rambunctious, she does seem to like his presence. Happy Vlogmas! It's December 18th, and I'm breathing in some steam because I don't know if the sinus pressure is just the migraine or if it's something more nefarious. I'm hoping it's just the migraine. I have sinus pressure when I get migraines, but I've also been around a lot of sick people, and I don't know. I'm really hoping this is just that leftover, like hungover feeling from the migraine and my period, and not that I am getting something. I don't want something for the holidays. I want no surprises. But I have, like, that pain has just been lodged right here and here in the back of my neck for, today's Wednesday, so since Sunday. And it's been mostly unresponsive to everything, but that's not uncommon. So, oh, please, I don't want to get sick. I'm gonna breathe in some steam for a little bit, see if that helps, because sometimes it does. At least it, like, eases my nasal passages and eases that pain in my face that, like, just takes over this whole area. Oh, so I have to do groceries. I did not do groceries this weekend because I knew it would be a short week, and I was like, I can manage. I'm going out to lunch with the workers. That of course meant that I was like, you have nothing to eat for dinner. I mean, not true. I did have stuff to eat for dinner, just not much and not much variety, which probably has not helped the migraine. Let's be real. I think I've just not been eating well, and it hasn't helped. I've been eating, like, stuff that isn't as good for me with all my issues, and then, like, not having, like, a good amount of, like, variety in vegetables and stuff. Like, it just has all domino affected, and I need to do groceries, especially if something is happening. I need to be prepared and have food in the house so that I don't have to order stuff and waste money on delivery fees. I was tempted to just do some sort of, like, grocery delivery, but I hate the fees. If I must, I must, but I can get out and do some groceries. Hopefully this helps and my head clears up and it all feels better soon. But no matter what, I do need to do groceries. So that's on the plan for today. It's my first day of official vacation, although I do have to go in and approve timesheets for people. And then I also have a meeting with my, she's like a financial advisor. She is, it's a service I get through my job for my, like, retirement savings program and all that. And I started meeting with her in 2020, when I was just like worried about the future and wanted to get a life insurance policy, and now we meet on a regular basis. We were supposed to meet last week, but things were just too complicated at work, and I was like, I cannot. So we rescheduled for today, and I haven't really pulled the stuff I needed to pull yet because I was just not feeling well yesterday, which is why I stopped recording after lunch. I kind of just like ended, like, I think I recorded a clip though. Did I record a little talking clip? I don't remember now. But I just kind of like stopped, like ended my day, wrapped things up after I was done doing everything that was on my schedule, and mostly just tried not to move, and haven't really done much, not much to show. Didn't really take my walk last night because I wasn't feeling great, so we had a little quick outing because I felt like I needed something cold. So we went to get some, it's not ice cream, it's called raspados. It's like, sort of like a little granita, I would call it. I just wanted something cold to have, and I thought maybe it might help. It at least made me feel happy. It didn't really help the stuffy head sensation, but it was nice. But then I just came home and went to bed. Didn't do much else. So here we are on a Wednesday morning, breathing in steam with herbs in it, hoping we're not getting a cold, preparing for a somewhat busy day before I can finally just do my own thing and not worry about anything else. So I'll check in with you guys throughout the day and hope that I improve rather than worsen. I did my groceries. I am very much not well right now. My headache is just not improving. I tried to have some breakfast and I just felt so nauseous that I couldn't even do that. So I'm going to have some oatmeal and hope that I can actually eat this. It's just a basic cinnamon oatmeal. Some protein in it because I do feel like I need the protein. I'm going to do a little bit more steam, which you can probably hear bubbling. Let's heat up the oatmeal. Breathe in some steam. This is my hot pot that I use whenever I need to do a steam. Wearing one of my many ice hats. It's just been rough. I think I'm hoping it's just the weather. It's supposed to be storming today. I definitely have barometric pressure migraines among all the other triggers, but sometimes they are the absolute worst because there's nothing I can do for it. It gives me the worst sinus pressure, which just triggers everything else. That's why I feel like the muscles in my neck are so stiff right now, and that just makes it even worse because then everything gets tense and stiff and uncomfortable. I had to ask my boyfriend to come over and help me bring up the groceries because there was no way I could carry them up the stairs by myself. I was already feeling a little dizzy. I had to stop and take like a restroom break at Walmart just because I was feeling so nauseous and dizzy. But I'm really hoping that the rain will happen this afternoon and maybe that will ease up the pressure in my head because this is getting ridiculous. I have about 40 minutes before my meeting with the financial advisor. I feel bad because I haven't really done much preparing. I had plans to like have all the stuff written down in advance and not have to log into my accounts, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Not really making any changes. It's just to do a check-in because I right now can't really move any money around in any new ways. I just need to kind of stick to what I'm doing. And I am very genuinely considering doing a much stricter no/low buy next year. I do think that I strayed from some of my rules a few times. I was a little bit more lenient because I felt like, well, I have the cash and everything's fine. But I feel like right now, like, I just want to focus on saving money and preparing for the future. And overall, I have everything I need. I think I'm going to reset some new rules and do a check-in on that for 2025. I need to sit down with a journal and write out what my goals, my plans, and what I am willing to, budget for and spend money on. I keep holding off on buying a new pair of flats because I'm like, well, I have these other ones and it's fine. And I'm like, well, it's a more expensive brand. It's the Teaks that I like to use, and I've been holding off on them for so long. I lost 2 pairs. They just like went bad. It was weird. Like the soles just like cracked off after the pandemic, after like 1 year of not really wearing them out much. But the ones that I had worn the most, the oldest pair, is still holding strong. So I don't know what that was about. Like the 2 newer pairs just did not survive. Like the heels just literally flaked off. But the oldest pair is still fine. Like it's worn because of use, but so far so good. So I've been hesitant to make that purchase, but it is a purchase that I've had on my goals list for a while. So I'm tempted to just add that as like my final big purchase of the year, and then I will be done. I would only really need replacements for like everyday essentials and stuff like that, or if suddenly my weight should fluctuate drastically for whatever reason, then maybe I would need to purchase some pants. I mean, I can get away with bigger shirts. The reason I say that is because I am like 4 months into a new dose of my thyroid medication, and there is the potential that that will affect my weight. And I've also been increasing my weightlifting routine and increasing the actual weights that I use, so there's also potential that my body will shift in that direction. Over the years, I've had to purchase new clothes because squatting has made my hips wider, and a lot of yoga has made my shoulders broader. So I know that when I focus on exercise, like it does change like my shape overall. So there's always that, but I could thrift and hope for the best. thrifting is not cheap here either. That's the only thing, is like thrifting is not cheap in Miami. This is one of those places where going to Goodwill does not mean finding $2 jeans. It might mean finding like jeans that are half what you would pay for new. So sometimes you're just like, is it worth it to get them used? That's a bigger conversation in terms of sustainability and all that, but can't always rely on thrifting to really save you money in this town. But there's that. I could always, try to find ways to lower costs if I do need to purchase new clothes. But I don't need clothes like in that sense. Like otherwise, unless something changes, I don't think I need to buy anything. I should be all set. I have tops, I have dresses. I just got myself, I used my Amazon points, but I got myself a bunch of new leggings because over the last couple of years, like a lot of mine have just torn. I like to wear, and by leggings I mean like hosiery, not like workout leggings, like tights. I like to wear colorful leggings, and a lot of them have torn because they've been like just used out. So I got some new ones. Maybe I'll show you guys a little later when I unbox them. But I picked up 2 pairs of black, and then I think it was like a green, a red, and a pink, or maybe it was a yellow, a red, and a pink. I do like yellow tights. So I should have variety in my life to like mix and match with dresses and skirts, and that kind of like adds a new flair to something that you've maybe worn a dozen times already. So yeah, that's what's going on, like, in my head as I think of reviewing my finances. Just like, what do I need? What do I not need? What can I just not buy and save money that way? Because it's all just a mystery to me right now where things are going to go in terms of costs and inflation and bills, because everything's going up. So I'm going to have my oatmeal because it has reached the nice consistency of not too thick but not too watery, and I'm going to see if I can feel a little better. Oatmeal. It's still pretty hot. It's the Quaker protein, which has a nice consistency. I like it better than Kodiak. Kodiak has more protein, but it tastes funny, in my opinion. I bought the ingredients to make 2 soups. I didn't find everything for this one, which is a tomato soup using cannellini beans to make it creamy, not what is pictured. But I did find whatever I was missing to make this soup, which is ancient grain beef stew from one of the books I picked up this weekend when I went to Barnes & Noble. I love a soup. It is soup season. This one is Cooking Light Soups. Soups and Stews. It says it's like a reissue of the 2023. I love soups. I've kind of just fallen off of making them, and I feel like I need to correct that. The beef stew is a slow cooker one, so I will be whipping out the Instant Pot to use the slow cooker feature. I never really use that feature, but that's why we have the pot. The one thing I couldn't find for the tomato soup was, and I could be pronouncing this wrong, it's harissa, the Middle Eastern Moroccan pepper paste. I could not find any of that, but I'm not really going near Whole Foods this week, so maybe I'll find it at some other store. Maybe Publix might have it. I feel like that's a specialty thing though. I know Whole Foods would have it, but I don't want to drive an hour in the direction of my job. Although I guess there is a closer Whole Foods, but still about an hour away. I'll figure it out. I'll probably look up some, like, what can you use as a substitute alternatives. I am back at the steam. This is just going to be the theme for today's vlog. I just finished my check-in, I guess you could call it, my review, annual financial review, that's what it's called, my annual financial review with my advisor. She handles my Roth IRA and life insurance and a couple of other things, but we do a financial review, like a financial audit every year, and it went well. It's the same as always happens. She's always like, you're doing great. I'm always like, it's really reassuring to hear that, because I never feel like I'm doing great. If you are new, I've been doing a annual, monthly check-in for the last year. After trying to do a series for the last couple years and failing, this year I've actually stuck to it and done regular monthly budget reviews and check-ins. Not always doing the best, but with the exception of November, always having at least something left at the end of the month to save. But yeah, it's one of those things where I know on paper everything is fine, but I feel like in life and mentally, I just always feel like I'm on edge. Like I'm just never quite safe. I always feel like I'm one disaster away from, you know, like going into debt or something, and that's never a comforting feeling. So it's nice and reassuring when she tells me that I'm doing good, but I also know that I'm not quite where I want to be either, and our failed effort to buy a house last summer definitely tells me that there's still work to be done, which is why some sort of more intense low no buy in 2025 is probably called for at this point. I thought I would end the day with one more turn with the steam, and it's very, very small haul. We went to find a very particular Colombian candy. It is prunas. So the boy, he wanted to give like little treat bags to people at work. It's too late for that because now we're on vacation. It's a whole thing, but the people were also on vacation, so they won't get their treat bags until the beginning of the year. So he really wanted to give people these because when his mom comes home from Colombia, she always brings these plus these other coconut ones. And what could I compare these to? I would say tropical Starburst. That's basically what they are. They come in, so they have strawberry, banana, orange, and I think like a mixed flavor one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Strawberries, lemons, oranges, bananas, and like a combo. And they just come in these little packs. So each one brings, I think, like 5 or 6 of the little candies. And he wanted to share these with people. They were, I don't see the tag on them, but they were like $4.99 or something like that. So we got those. And then because we were already there, we got these, which are besitos, or little kisses. And these are like these little crunchy, like yuca balls. So like a yuca cheese puff bowl, and they're nice. We've had them a few times also. Sometimes she brings them from Colombia, sometimes it's years between. Got those. I got this, which is chocolate and peanuts. So normally she brings a different, like just basic chocolate from this brand called Jet, but I guess I never knew that they also have other lines, and Jumbo is chocolate with peanuts. I got a little sample to try. And then this is, I guess, instant panela, which is lemon sugar water, which doesn't sound as good as what it really is. So panela is like, what can I describe it? It's like this big old husk of just like sugar. It's sugar. It's like a sugar product. It looks kind of like this. It comes in like different shapes. Usually it's like round, but it looks kind of like that image right there. It's like a hard sugar byproduct or something, but they will like heat this up with water and lime, and it just tastes really nice. And I didn't really discover this until a couple years ago when I had it at a restaurant, the cold version, and I was like, oh, this is actually quite nice. I take it all back. I had just been like very dismissive of the lemon sugar water. So this is just like one mix that makes, says it makes 8 cups worth. So I thought it would be nice to have with a little bit of hot water. I had some for dinner. I don't know what the cats are doing. Figgy, what are you doing? Oh goodness. Figgy Lee, behave. No. So, very tiny Colombian haul from a little store. We had dinner over there. I suspect that if this migraine doesn't break tonight, I might actually be getting a cold. I think something is happening. Something is afoot. I think I may have caught something. Still hoping that's not the case and that this is just a fluke and just like the tail end of a bad headache / my period going away. But we'll see come the next episode of this vlogmas what is happening. So for now, I will wrap it up here. I initially started this series doing 2 days at a time. It's turned into a 3-day for the last couple months just because of the state of my health and catching up with stuff. But I would like to get back to 2 days. We'll see. It might turn into a 3-day. We'll see what happens. For now, I'll see you all later. Bye.